All right, I'm live and volume is good. Let's go, guys. Let's go. Hey, guys. Welcome back. It's Eric, free NBA daily bets on the YouTube channel. Going live right now on YouTube at 12:21 a.m. in the morning. And on the podcast, guys. So I actually had a winning day in the NBA. Thank God. Thank God. Thank God, guys. This has been, if you've been following me, this has been my worst stretch in the NBA I've ever had. I mean, I've only been betting the NBA for like 5 years, 5 seasons now, but gosh, guys, brutal. So freaking brutal. But it's okay. I'm not looking back on that, guys. I am very confident still, even though I'm down like 120 units or whatever it is, still confident I will get it back and I'll be winning. Plenty of basketball left to be played. And let's get into it, guys. Let's get into it. How many games we got on Friday? We got 9. Sorry, I don't even have this set up, guys. Sorry, let me set this thing up real quick. We got 9 games, some back-to-back situations, injury news situations for sure. Just a second. I'm just opening up all these teams charts so I get the injury situation. All right, almost there, guys. My fault. I just did the NFL podcast. If you want to listen to NFL podcast, it is up. It is live on whatever podcast platform you want to listen to. All right, let's go to the NBA. Let's go to Friday. All right, I'm ready, guys. I'm ready. First game up, we've got the Charlotte Hornets at the Detroit Pistons. Now, let's see here. Charlotte has some injury stuff. No way. Did they already rule out LaMelo Ball and Brandon Miller? Hold on. Let me see here. Hold on, guys. I need to see if that's actually legitimate or not, because that is going to make me bet this thing before I go to bed. Let me see here. Let's take a look and see if Brandon Miller and, come on, internet, come on, Brandon Miller and LaMelo Ball, if they're playing or not. Let's see here. I don't see him here. Sorry, guys. My computer, of course, is like the most annoying time ever. Well, anyways, if both those guys are out, I mean, this team's awful when both those guys are out. If one of them are playing, they have a little bit of opportunity to cover point spreads. But both of them out, forget about it. One of them in, maybe a little bit, but I still don't like it. Still don't like it at all. Now for Detroit, they did lose Jaden Ivey for a couple months. He broke his fibula. His ankle like popped out of place or something on the replay that I saw. But anyways, they have enough guys on this team to play really well. And I think they do. I think that this is a good spot for them. They just came off a nice win against Orlando. I know Orlando's shorthanded, but still, it's a playoff team from last year. And they've won a good amount of games here recently, guys. And they do play Saturday against Minnesota, so this is the front end of a back-to-back. So that is something in terms of minutes-wise, but there's no travel. So I think that they'll be giving this a go, and it's an Eastern Conference game. They will be in the mix for the play-in tournament. The Detroit Pistons will be. And they've lost to this team twice, I believe, already. I forgot about that. Let me see. Yeah, they lost twice to Detroit. So this is the third meeting. They play again February 9th. Oh, I forgot about that. Oh yeah, Detroit. This is a Detroit spot, guys. Detroit spot all the way. JB Bickerstaff is that kind of coach where he will want to get he remembers this shit and he wants to beat the Hornets. Like losing to them twice, that guy's going to be ready to freaking go. He's going to get his team ready to go. I really don't think there will be a lull in their performance off of a nice win against Orlando. I think they're coming ready to go, guys. The spread is at -5.5. I like it. It's down to -5. I'm gonna take a look. For some reason, I still can't get any information on that. Let me see real quick, guys. Let me see. It's popped up now. Let's see if I can get it on here. See, now that's Giannis for them. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Oh yeah. See, so LaMelo's questionable. Brandon Miller's questionable. Cody Martin's questionable. That's the Hornets injury situation. So Brandon Miller and LaMelo Ball could play. We'll see. We'll see what happens with that, guys. You know how that goes. All right, next game. Next game. Oh yeah, over under. Let me see what the total is. 216. Man, I like Detroit team total over. Them on the road, the Hornets on the road, they've been giving up points on the road a little bit. I don't know. They're kind of a weird over-under team. They can really slow it down too, guys. Detroit at home, they only scored 105 last game. I don't love the over-under there. I do like I like Charlotte team total under a lot here. So 216, 108 -2, like 106.5 for the Hornets under that. That feels right. That feels really right. I like that bet a lot, guys. Okay, I do lean under 216. For sure if LaMelo and Brandon Miller aren't playing, for sure. But yeah, we'll wait on them. We'll wait on them. I kind of hope they both play so we get a really good line of like -3 or something for the Pistons. Because the Pistons are probably going to win this game start to finish again, like they did against the Magic the other night. Okay, next game up, guys. Sorry, excuse me. I did fine during the NFL podcast, and now I'm like, I don't know, something's going on with my sinuses. All right, Orlando Magic. Let's see what's going on. Jalen Suggs looks good to go. Anthony Black, is he questionable? Anthony Black is questionable. Trevelyan Queen is probable. Gary Harris is out. Banchero is out. Wagner's out. So, Paulo Banchero went through some light work on Tuesday, so he might be eyeing a return here soon. So that's good news for them. I like Orlando off a loss. They always play hard off a loss, even if they're shorthanded. They have finally come back down to earth after they have went on that nice win streak back in late November. They're basically 500 in their last like 10 games, something like that. Let's see who they've lost to. They lost to Detroit, New York, Miami, Oklahoma City, New York, Milwaukee, Philadelphia. So they've literally lost to really good teams and they've beaten the bad teams. Well, no, they beat good teams too. So, sorry, guys. So, yeah, they've been playing really good competition. Now they're getting Toronto, who finally snapped their losing streak. They have more people available to play. Emmanuel Quickley, Grady Dick, Scotty Barnes, Jakob Poeltl, and RJ Barrett is questionable. So their starting lineup is back. Davion Mitchell's not on the injury report. Jacoby Walter, Bruce Brown is available. I mean, they're finally healthy, guys. They're finally healthy. Let me take a look at their scheduling spot here. So they're off the next 2 days. When does Orlando play next? They play Sunday at home against Utah, so no look ahead there. These teams have not played this year yet. This is the first meeting between these two teams. Okay. Interesting. I'm saying interesting for all of this because the line is a pick 'em. Pretty much. It's Orlando is a small favorite. And man, I really let me see what the trends are here. Orlando is 18 and 16. Toronto's 20 and 13 against the spread. So Toronto's a very good spread covering the spread. They play hard at home. Orlando off a loss. Man, if RJ Barrett plays, I just think Toronto's better. Orlando off of a loss. Orlando plays hard, guys. Like, they're just a better team than Toronto. But talent-wise, Toronto has a better team right now. And, kind of like Toronto, guys. I'm probably not going to bet it because I want to see Toronto put another good performance together. I don't know if they can, after the really satisfying win, if they can come back and beat a pissed off Orlando team. I lean Toronto. I'm probably not going to get there. Over unders 216. Toronto was playing fast last game. I don't know, guys. They were shooting really well too. I lean over 216. I mean, I know it's a Magic game, but them on the road. I lean over. I don't feel great about it, but I got to see Toronto. If Toronto plays fast again and they're shooting the ball well, that game's going to go over easily. Because they don't play any defense. Magic should be able to score. I know Magic will try to slow the pace down, but they're in catch-up mode, and the Raptors keep going fast. I don't know. I'm going to stay off of that, guys. I'm going to stay off of that over-under. I'll think about the game. I do lean the Raptors. I want to bet the Raptors. Since I'm like struggling really badly in the NBA, I am making sure that every play I place is like one I feel damn great about. So I'm not out here to try to guess if the Toronto Raptors are going to get their shit together or not again. Okay, next game, guys. Next game up. We have if I can find it, the New York Knicks at the Oklahoma City Thunder. This is a good game, guys. This is a really, really good game. Jalen Brunson did not play the last game. He is questionable. Deuce McBride did not play the last game. He is questionable. I would think Jalen Brunson plays in this really big game. He sat out against the Jazz, which is a nobody team. Sorry-ass Jazz. They've won 9 in a row. They really haven't played anybody during that 9-game win streak, just Minnesota and Orlando twice. San Antonio on Christmas Day, I guess, should count as a good game. So this will be their first road test in a while. Them on the road against elite teams or really good teams. Minnesota, they whooped. That was Karl-Anthony Towns' return. They lost at Denver. They beat Denver. They lost at Dallas. Won at Phoenix. Lost at Houston. Lost at Atlanta. Lost at Boston opening night. I like Oklahoma City, guys, in this spot. New York plays at Chicago on Saturday. Let's take a look at how many minutes Oklahoma City played tonight and the come from behind win. I think they were down by like 15 points in the first half to the Clippers tonight, and they wound it up covering the spread. They won by 18 points. So go figure with that. They play Boston on Sunday, do the Thunder. And then they play Cleveland on next Wednesday. So they're in the middle of playing the 3 best teams in the Eastern Conference. Now, this is the second game of a back-to-back, like I said, like I mentioned. I want to bet OKC tonight, guys. I really do. I think this is an Oklahoma City spot, and a fade New York spot too. Let me see. Nobody played over 30. Jalen and Shy played 30 minutes exactly. They came out in the third quarter, said F the Clippers. They put on a 22-point third quarter, got up by 18, and then it just chilled. Okay, so that's good news. And no travel. No travel for them. Let's take a look at. I mean, they've been beating everybody except for the NBA Cup. They had a bad game in the NBA Cup. But other than that, let's see how they've done against the elite teams this year. They done well. They done well. Obviously, they're the Oklahoma City Thunder. Huh. Fourth game at home. Fourth game in a row at home too. Yeah, they've. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is their fifth game. And hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is their fifth game in 7 days. But they're a young team. They didn't play many minutes in a lot of these games. They're just blowing everybody out. So they should be fresh for this one. New York on the front end of a back-to-back. Knicks like to play fast. Kind of like the over. Let me see what the. I mean, Oklahoma City got to 116 again. No problem tonight. They've been scoring over 113 pretty easily the last 6 games. At home, they've scored over 113. They've been scoring really well at home, guys. They're in a really good groove. Let's see what I like over 221. I do like it. Spread is minus. What is that? -6 and -5. Really? Is there a -5 for the Thunder? I think the Knicks are getting a little too much credit, guys. I don't. I mean, they're kind of just going out there and playing like, hey, let's go out there and shoot the ball well and outscore the other team. I don't think situationally down the stretch against a very well-oiled machine like the Oklahoma City Thunder, I don't think they're gonna. I don't think they cover that spread. I think Oklahoma City wins and covers. Over under OKC is 15 and 19 to the under. New York is 19 and 15 to the over. I like this game over just because the Knicks don't play defense and they shoot the ball a lot. They shoot it well. OKC does like to play defense. I just think this is an OKC spot. I think OKC wins wire to wire. I really do. I feel pretty confident about this one, guys. Pretty confident I'm going to be on Oklahoma City. New York has won a lot. God, lead 9 in a row. Ever since they lost to Atlanta in the NBA Cup tournament knockout round. They're due for a loss, guys. And Oklahoma City's too good. I really like OKC in this spot. Really do. And I like the over a lot too. Let me see what Knicks team total is. Like Knicks team total 111 -3, 108.5. Man, I really like the over. Oklahoma City on the second night of the back-to-back. The Knicks can shoot. Thunder can shoot. Knicks defense isn't the best. Thunder might be okay with running. They might be blowing them out. It'll keep the Knicks scoring. Like I really like that over, guys. I know there's going to be that crowd that thinks like, hey, there's going to be a lot of good defense being played by OKC. That they'll slow the game down, and I mean that's a good point too. They could, but I mean if their shots start falling, and they play defense on the Knicks, and then they get out to a lead, it's going to open the game up, and the Knicks are just going to start shooting. And I like it going over. I do. I don't love that OKC is such a great ATS team right now. They are 21-11, 65%. Like that's not, it's not sustainable, guys. That's they'll start getting some losses here against the spread. But I mean, it's still early in the season. Though I don't think the market has adjusted to them yet. I really think they should be like 8-point favorites here, guys. I really do. A minus 5-point favorite. I think there's a lot of good value on that. Okay, let's keep it moving. Keeping it moving. We've got the Boston Celtics at the Houston Rockets. Now, Boston played tonight, and they're doing their thing again, guys, where they sit guys out. So they sat Porzingis and Jaylen Brown out against Minnesota, and they'll play tomorrow most likely or today at Houston. And then, like I said, they play Oklahoma City on Sunday. So they're in the middle of a West Coast road trip, kind of, or Midwest road trip, I guess you could call it. Let's see how many minutes they log tonight. And then more likely than not, I mean, it's only if they're hurt. I don't think Tatum will sit, but usually they sit like a guard and a forward, like a small forward. Like either like Tatum will sit tomorrow and Drew Holiday too. And like I think that's probably what will happen, honestly, because Tatum played 38 minutes, Drew Holiday played 39 minutes, Derek White 37. Like I wouldn't be surprised if 2 out of those 3 guys sit for today's game at Houston, and then Jaylen Brown and Porzingis comes back and plays today. But I don't know. Boston's so used to just playing with whoever's available, like whenever, that's what it is. But if we remember, guys, for Houston now, this game means a lot to Houston, guys, okay? Because obviously Ime Udoka used to be the head coach, and I know they played last year against him already. That was the first meeting between him since he left. I guess he got dismissed or fired from Boston because of the little incident he had with one of the female trainers or something like that. Let's see if he beat Boston last year. No, he lost both times. First meeting, he lost by like 30. It was the second night of a back-to-back at Boston. That was his first time at Boston. And then at home last year, he lost by 9. So, and that was another second game of a back-to-back. Now they're getting Boston on a second night of a back-to-back. And they played 30 heavy minutes. Al Horford 35 minutes. Like Al Horford will probably sit. He doesn't play back-to-backs, but Peyton Pritchard only played 25 minutes. I mean they're good now, guys. They're good. The Celtics are a damn good team. Houston. Let's go to their injury report. I think they're all good to go, guys. I think so. Let me see. Well, they coming off a nice win against Dallas. They play Sunday at home against the Lakers. But they're rested. They're ready for this, guys. They just snapped a 2-game losing streak. They're going to be ready for this game, guys. Gosh, I hope I get a good line on this. Amen Thompson, I think he's still suspended. Let me see. Amen Thompson. I think he was 2 games, right? Let me take a look here. Was that the second game? Or was that the first one? That was the first one. So he's not going to be available. So Amen Thompson's not going to be available. And then Tari Eason, I think he's questionable. But the starting 5 is healthy. Steven Adams, Cam Whitmore, Reed Shepherd, Aaron Holiday. And I really would like Amen Thompson in this game, guys. That kind of hurts that he's not available. A little bit. I mean, a little defense against Boston. I think that'd be really good. All right, let's see what this line is. I'm interested. I'm curious. I hope it's high. Ah, come on, guys. They got Houston +3, +2.5. Ah, so annoying. So annoying. Um, I mean, I like Houston in this spot. I really do. I just wish we were getting a little more value on them. Just because Boston's on the second night of the back-to-back. But the Celtics operate fine on back-to-backs. Like, yeah, it's travel from Minnesota to Houston. It is long travel. Don't get me wrong. I mean, they're on the airplane right now going to Houston, like from Minnesota. Like, that's a long ass freaking plane flight. Not everybody's going to play, but it doesn't really matter. Like, okay, say Drew Holiday and Al Horford and well, if Tatum and Al Horford and Drew Holiday don't play, that's a lot. But still, like if you started Derek White, Peyton Pritchard, Jaylen Brown, um, Queta, and Porzingis, like that's fine. It's just hopefully they wake up and the airplane doesn't get in too late to Houston too late tonight. Um, I wish it was more like +5. I really do. +5, I feel really, really good about it. Let's take a look at the trends here. Houston's 20-13 ATS. Boston is 13-20 ATS against the spread. Over under, I'm liking the over in this game. I don't know what it is though. Let me see. Houston is 16-16. Boston is 16-18. Oh yeah, that over under is at 220. My only concern with that is, and I'm probably not going to bet it just because Udoka is going to want them to play defense in this game. He really is. He's going to be stressing it. And just Boston, I don't know, guys. When Houston wants to play serious basketball and strap up, the game's going to go under. But Boston on the second night of back-to-back. Boston's kind of been an under team too this year. I lean under. I think Houston tries to win it with defense in this one, guys. I think they do. I think they do. I don't think they want to get in a track meet with Boston. So I do lean under 221. I don't feel great about it, especially with the way the Celtics played tonight at Minnesota, another defensive team, and I went to 233. So, but I still lean under there. I do. I don't love it. Really don't love it, but it's what it is. Okay, next game up. Oh gosh. The two worst teams in the NBA, we have the Washington Wizards at the New Orleans Pelicans. See the Wizards injury report. Bilal Coulibaly is out or questionable. Marvin Bagley III is questionable. Everyone else is back though. Kuzma, Poole, Sarr, Bub Carrington. This is interesting because Washington finally got their win. Well, they've actually been winning. They won 3 out of the last. They're 3-4 in their last 7 games, guys. Now, 2 of those wins were against Charlotte, but they just beat Chicago at home. All 3 of those games were at home, the ones that they won. On the road, they're a mess, guys. They are a mess. They've lost by double digits on the road. And every single game this year, except at San Antonio, they lost by 9. And then they won at Atlanta, the 3rd game of the season. So these teams play again on Sunday in Washington, D.C. They're in New Orleans today. Again, obviously, This will be the first home game since the terrorist attack against New Orleans on New Year's Day. So I don't know. That might be a kind of an angle if you want to look into that. Like maybe the community really comes out and rallies behind the Pelicans. I don't. Maybe I don't think so, but maybe who knows? You know, Pelicans have some okay fans down there. Guys, I wonder how much that went against Chicago was Chicago just relaxing, or that Washington finally has everybody available. Like Kuzma hasn't been available for most of the season, and now he is. All right, let's take a look at the injury report for the Pelicans. And I'm saying all this because the line is freaking high, guys. The line is -7. Let me see if it's moved a little bit. -6.5, -7 for the Pelicans. Like, guys, that is hard to lay freaking 6.5 points with the Pelicans. I was hoping this line would be closer to 4. Because I want to bet the Pelicans really badly. Jose Alvarado, is he out? I think it's the same people that have been out, guys. Oh, he's probable. Oh, damn. That's big time. In my mind, it kind of is. He brings intensity, guys. So Jose Alvarado is probable. Everyone else is a no-go. So taking a look at this, they have DeJounte Murray, CJ McCollum, Trey Murphy III, Herb Jones, Missy the center, Daniel Tice, Brandon Boston Jr., Jordan Hawkins, and Jose Alvarado on the bench. And Javonte Green. Like, that's not terrible. It's not ideal. But they've lost, oh my gosh, guys, they've lost 4. They have lost 8. They've lost 11 in a row. They played the Clippers close at home. They played the Nuggets close at home. They kind of played the Knicks a little close. Played the Kings close. They're going to win this game. They're going to win this game. They've had a day off. I got a day off tomorrow too on Saturday. Rested spot at home. Over-unders at 232. Feels a little high. I know the Pelicans have been going over a lot of these games, but I don't trust the Wizards on the road. In fact, in all the games where it was close for the Pelicans, the opposing team didn't score over 116. Like, yeah, all the games that were close, like Denver went into overtime. So I can see Washington team total under being a good play. I like that thought process a lot. Let me see here. 108, 113. I mean, they're not scoring a lot either, guys. I know Washington plays with pace, but they can't shoot well. I don't know. That over-under is kind of weird. I kind of lean under. Let me see what the trends are for over-under for them. New Orleans is 19-14 to the over. And then Washington, D.C. is 16-15 to the over. So kind of 2 over teams there. I'd lean under 232.5. And then Pelicans, first quarter, first half, full game. Yeah, sign me up. Sign me up, guys. Okay. How many games we got left? We got 4 games left. All right, let's get to them. All right, first game up. Out of the last 4, we have the Cleveland Cavaliers at the Dallas Mavericks. Still no Luka. And let's check out everybody else. So PJ Washington is questionable. Najee Marshall, is he still suspended? I think he's done with his suspension. I think he's good to go. They're not showing me though. Yeah, Kleber's questionable. PJ Washington's questionable. Everyone else is good to go for the Mavericks. Yeah, everyone else is good. Oh, Maxi Kleber. Yeah, PJ Washington. Yeah, Derek Lively looks good. He doesn't look like he's on the questionable designation anymore, so that's good for him. Okay, so there's some pieces there. There's some pieces there. It's just I have faded the Cavaliers a lot recently, and I'm just losing money doing it. Like this team is literally going for blood every night. They just want to win every freaking night. Dang, the Mavericks have lost 3 in a row, 4 out of their last 5 since Christmas Day. They've been back and forth since Saturday, December 7th. They basically just been winning, losing, alternating it. They haven't played a lot of games, kind of a little bit. Okay, let's take a look at Cleveland. I think they're healthy completely. Oh no, Isaac Okoro and Sam Merrill backups are on the list, but Max Strus is back. Karis LeVert, Gorgis Niang, Dean Wade, Ty Prom. Like, they're fine, guys. They have so many people there. Let me just see if Okoro's out. Okoro is a little important in my eyes. Oh, yeah. He's going to be out for like another week or something. So he's been out. Sam Merrill's questionable. Okay, let's take a look at their schedule spot for Cleveland. They play Sunday at home against Charlotte. So they have a day off. They've had 2 days off, Wednesday and Thursday off, traveling back Central Time. They've been rolling, guys, absolutely rolling. I mean, whooping. So they smoked Denver, Golden State, and the Lakers earlier in the season. So all 3 of those teams are motivated to beat them again. And they literally beat them all by 20 and 12 points or more, like double-digit victories. It's incredible, guys. Like, just incredible what Cleveland's doing. Against the spread, they're the best team in the NBA. It's 72%, 24-9. And I haven't looked at the spread number yet, but the books are going to have to start adjusting, and they're going to have to start making them basically like 7-point road favorites anywhere they go, because they're just whooping teams. Okay, yeah, so they're minus 6-point favorites right now, 6.5. It's climbing. Oh gosh, guys, I don't want to step in front of Cleveland anymore, but I'm telling you, I think the Mavericks on a 3-game losing streak. Mavericks have some guys who can score. Lively can match up well down low. I like the over. I like the over 230. Let me see Dallas scoring. They haven't been scoring. They haven't been playing great defense. So, I mean, Cleveland just scores, guys. Cleveland scores like it's nobody's business. I lean Mavericks plus 6.5. I lean over 230. I like Dallas team total over, whatever that'll be, like 112.5. That's what I lean, guys. Okay, next game up, we got the Spurs, the San Antonio Spurs at the Denver Nuggets. Let's take a look here. Let's see if San Antonio's played Denver this year. No, I didn't think so. Yeah, this is their first meeting all year. Okay. So, yeah, they only play them 3 times. Is that right? I thought they're in the same division. Maybe they're not. So they only play them 3 times. Okay. Let's take a look at the injury situation. So these teams play a home and home. They're at San Antonio tomorrow on Saturday. So these two teams play again Saturday, tomorrow, all in the evening time. So let's take a look at the injury situation here. Jeremy Sochan is out. It looks like. Who cares? I don't care if that guy plays or not. Everyone else is good to go. I think they just beat the Clippers, right? Is that their last game they played? The Spurs? Let me see real quick. Really quick. Let me see. Yeah, they whooped up on the Spurs. They responded. So let me see. Denver is playing really well with Russell Westbrook in the lineup. Anybody in the chat with me? No one's in the chat with me. Let me see here. They won 3 in a row, covered 3 in a row. I mean, they're playing well right now, guys. I don't want to step in front of Denver at all. I really don't. They're scoring 135 points almost every game, like it's nothing. Like last 4 games, they scored over 130 points. See what the spread is. -7 for the Nuggets, -7. Over unders 235. I mean, why is it that low? I feel like it should be higher. San Antonio, they played Brooklyn, who's a slow team. That went under. Minnesota's more of a defensive team. That got to 222. The Clippers can't score points. Why is it only 235.5? They scored 231 at New York, and New York was lollygagging. Philly doesn't score a ton. Portland can't score. Atlanta at home, that went over this number. Minnesota, Portland, New Orleans. I mean, they played a lot of bad offensive teams recently. But Denver's going to push the pace here, guys. I mean, why would Denver not score 120? 125. I mean, what is their team total going to be? Team total is going to be 118 plus 3, 121.5. Are we serious? Like, we don't think Denver's not going to push the crap out of the pace? Why would the Spurs not follow suit? They kind of follow suit wherever they go. I like over 121.5 Denver more than I like them on the spread -7. I like them on the spread -7. It's interesting, guys. That is interesting. I like that game. Kind of like them to start the first quarter, first half strong too. Denver. Yeah, I'm probably going to be on Denver, guys. Let me just check their injury report. It's just Aaron Gordon's out still. Yeah, he's rolled out. Okay. So, yeah, that's that game, guys. San Antonio, I like points. I like over 235. And I like the Nuggets -7, first quarter, first half as well. I lean that way for sure. I'm not getting in front of Russell Westbrook and Nikola Jokic playing together at an amazing, whatever you want to call it. Okay, next 2 games left. Next game up, we got the Memphis Grizzlies at the Sacramento Kings. Sacramento came back and beat Philadelphia somehow, some way. Don't know how they pulled that off. They were really supposed to lose that game. Let's see what the injury situation is. Keegan Murray is questionable for this game. Oh, he's doubtful. No, he's doubtful. That's not good, guys. Keegan brings a lot of good offense to that team for sure. These 2 teams played on Thursday, December 5th at Memphis, and Memphis won by 5. And that's the only meeting this year between the 2 teams. Memphis historically has kind of had Sacramento's number, but I know Sacramento stopped that last year. They finally got a win. So they're on a 2-game win streak, but they beat basically a G League team in the Dallas Mavericks on Monday, And they really should have lost to Philadelphia on Wednesday. They did not look good. They did not cover the first quarter, first half, or full game. Against Dallas, they did not cover the first quarter, first half. They did cover the full game. So don't love it, guys. I don't love the Kings right now. I really don't want to bet them. Memphis, let's see what they're coming off of. I think they just lost, right? No, they beat the Suns. God, so annoying. The freaking Phoenix Suns are so annoying, guys. This is the first of the back-to-back for them. They play at Golden State on Saturday. They're still out without Ja Morant. Sacramento plays Golden State on Sunday, by the way. So Zach Edey's questionable, Brandon Clark questionable, Santi Aldama looks to be out or questionable, Marcus Smart out or questionable, and Ja Morant is out for sure. So they still have Triple J, and then they have Desmond Bain, Jalen Wells, Luke Kennard, Scottie Pippen Jr., Jay Huff. They're coming off a really nice win. I can only look Sacramento, and I don't want to bet Sacramento, and I'm probably just not going to do it because I cannot go through that shit anymore. It's just they don't look good, guys. They really do not look good. And as I'm saying that, watch them come out and look really good against the Grizzlies, but I don't think they do. The Grizzlies are a really good team, and I lean the Kings -4, but I'm not going to play this game, guys. I'm not. Over under is 238. Without Keegan Murray, I don't like that. I know the Grizzlies are going to play fast, but they didn't go over this total against Phoenix. They didn't go over this total at Oklahoma City either when they got blown out. Sacramento's been kind of a stingy defensive team when they want to be. I kind of lean under here, guys. I lean under that number of 238.5. Okay, last game up. We got the Atlanta Hawks at the Los Angeles Lakers. The Lakers beat the sorry-ass Portland Trailblazers today by 8 points. Trae Young and Jalen Johnson are questionable for this game. And Bogdanovich is questionable as well. Now, these two teams played in early December, and Atlanta beat them in overtime. Oh, what was the score of that? It was 134-132, so lots of points. They just lost at Denver, 139-120. A lot of their games have been going over recently. They play Saturday against the Clippers, do the Hawks. So that's their situation. Let me see the Lakers box score tonight. See what's going on with who played a lot of minutes or not. Wow, LeBron James got 38 points tonight. Wow, 7 3-pointers. Only scored 114 points. Let's see here. Oh, there was no Anthony Davis. That's right. Anthony Davis did not play tonight against Portland. That means he'll probably play today against Atlanta. Atlanta's a more stiff competition than Portland, so that's probably what's happening there. Let's see, Max Christie. Wow, they shot the ball really well. He did, at least. Austin Reeves was 2 of 9, though. Rui was 0 of 4. So LeBron James played 36 minutes, Austin Reeves 36, Max Christie 32, everybody else less than 30. We'll see if LeBron plays on a back-to-back. He's been questionable here or there, so I want to see if he's going to play or not before I bet the Lakers, if I wanted to bet the Lakers. Let's see what the spread is. Spread is -4 to the Lakers. I can only look that way, -3.5 to the Lakers. I can only look that way. Lakers in revenge. Hawks didn't do too well on their last West Coast road trip earlier in the season too. Lost at Portland, lost at Golden State, lost at Chicago, lost at Oklahoma City. Against the Eastern Conference teams on the road, they play really well against them. Western Conference teams, not so much. I know they're off a loss, but I think they lose again. I think the Lakers win. I feel pretty good about it. I just hope LeBron plays, and I think I might get there with it. Over unders 231 and a half. I mean, I like the over a lot in that game. I mean, goodness. Hawks games are going over that number easily right now. I like the over. I know the Lakers like to play some defense, but I think this game kind of opens up on the second night of a back-to-back for them. Atlanta's going to push the pace. I like that over a lot, guys. I do. I think I'm going to bet that for sure. So, okay, guys, that's it. That is the podcast. That's the live YouTube show. Appreciate all you guys. Let's keep it going. Let's find some winners.